I don't care what the reason is that he's not texting you, because the reason simply does not matter.
Bruh.
Honestly, I say on to the next.
You're not his therapist. You don't need to fix him. You don't need to chase him. You don't need to like chase him for consistency. If he wants to be consistent with you, great. If he doesn't, bye.
Stop it. Get some help.
He has to cancel a date because he's busy, but he doesn't immediately reschedule. Obviously, next.
Bruh.
Next. To the next.
This is absolutely hilarious, guys. These videos, the girls are giving dating advice to other women about men and seeking a potential mate. To sum it up, basically, if he does anything that is not perfect, move to the next. That is the summary. Let's check out the first video.
I just found a deep, dark secret about men, and this will surprise you. Men test you the first 90 days, not consciously, but instinctively. They pull back, they go quiet, they make plans, and then they cancel, and they watch what you do. Do you panic? Do you chase? Do you double text at midnight? Do you ask if you did something wrong? And here's what they're actually measuring: your self-respect, your self-worth, and your emotional stability, whether you want them or you need them. A woman who needs a man passes the test by failing it because she panics, she chases the man, and the man loses interest. And a woman who wants a man but doesn't need that man, she sits there and just waits for the man to initiate. And that's the kind of woman you need to be, because we're all testing. Men are testing, women are testing, and we're doing it to see if you are potential, if you are a long-term partner potential, if you are commitment worthy, if you are marriage worthy. So be the one and work on yourself and have a full life so you never ever need a man.
I love the vibe. It's so serious, like this dark secret. We've revealed it. It's the first 90 days that the man is watching you. I mean, I think actually men should definitely be watching anybody they meet and not listening to what they say. If you listen to what people say, you're letting them control the narrative. If you want to focus on the truth, then you just look at reality. And a lot of people do not want you to be looking at reality. One thing that really stands out to me is this constant vibe of just not needing a man. Like it's black and white, like you need it. If you need it, it's bad. If you don't need it, it's good. I mean, it's completely ridiculous. It's a partnership. If you want to move forward, relationships are a partnership. So it shouldn't be, I need to not need a man from the woman's perspective. A healthy perspective would be something like, if I'm going to make it work, what can I contribute? If everybody thinks about what they can contribute, that's an upward spiral. It just goes up from there and easily. If everybody's holding back and they're thinking, I don't want to need him, but I want him, but I don't want to need him, then I think you will get exactly what she's talking about here, low emotional stability. And I think that all parties should be looking at each other for emotional stability, because nothing's working long term. And especially the theme in all of these women speaking is, if he's not doing everything right, skip to the next. And if everybody skips to the next, then nobody's solving problems. Everybody's throwing everybody else out and moving to the next. And then you'd have a society where nothing is getting repaired. And maybe that's happening. Maybe that actually is what's happening. That's up to you. This next video, she is talking about if a man is too nice too fast, it's a red flag. And if men were listening to this, I mean, would women want men to listen to their own advice about how men should act? Because my guess is a woman is not going to ask a guy to be not too nice. If she's really attracted to the guy, if the guy is a high value man and she really, really wants him, she is not going to want him to not be too nice. Let's see the video.
These are some red flags in men that I see in the early dating stage that you're going to argue with me about. This is coming from my psychology knowledge, but it's also coming from my lived experience. Number one, he's too nice too fast. This is just not normal. I don't see any normality in being too nice too fast. When I say nice, by the way, I don't mean obviously like he's going to be a gentleman, but I'm mainly referring to like the absolute love bombing. Like I've heard so many times from friends, he's so nice. Like, it's been a week and he already said that he's never met anyone like me and there is no other girl that is like me. I am that friend as well. I am that friend that will tell you that's... I'm that friend that will tell you that's weird. Number 2, he avoids any emotional depth. Like, he brushes off like more intense comments with laughter and jokes, and he changes the topics when feelings come up, or he uses the words, "It's not really deep like that." Unavailability disguised as chill vibes, and it really freaks me out. Already, red flag, waving in the air, crazy. Bright coloured red. Number 3, he moves fast physically but very slow emotionally. It's funny, he wants intimacy very fast, but when it comes to talking about feelings or any sign of emotion, he's nowhere to be seen. Avoids labels, consistency and clarity, doesn't know how to quite, explain what we are. If we have to explain what we are, I'm already gone. I don't want to explain what we are. I don't need an explanation. I should know what we are. So he's not confused. He's just very selective with his effort and he can't be asked. Number 4, he calls all of his exes crazy. All of your exes can't be crazy, bro. Every past woman is toxic. There's no self-reflection. He was just down bad. Like, all of these girls were cheating on him and one of them did this. It sounds like these girls got a lucky escape from you. And I don't want to be part of that. Because that red flag there is lack of accountability and signs of repeating bad habits. And I just don't want to get involved in that. He's always busy, but he's active online, like all the time. Like, he's liking all of these random girls' pictures and he's continuously posting on his story. And every single time that you ask him to do something, he's always with his friends.
I like that part where he's always busy, but he's constantly online. If a girl is noticing that the guy is constantly online, doesn't that imply that she is actually online and she's watching, which is low-key voyeurism, watching him, watching what he does, watching his moves, watching what he likes? I mean, if she wants to spend her day doing that, it doesn't take 2 minutes to do that. That means you're sitting on your phone and you're navigating around. I think that this theme is just unreal because it is, if he does the wrong thing, just escape. What about the next guy? Is the next guy going to be perfect down this list? And that part, never met a girl like you. I mean, how do girls feel if you just say, "Oh yeah, I've met a lot of girls like you. It's not a big deal." I mean, she doesn't want to hear that she's special. She doesn't want to feel that she's unique. Isn't every girl unique?
Number 1 red flag that I see girls ignoring guys is inconsistency. If he is inconsistent, he is not sure about you. Okay, I'm sorry to be rude, but I used to think this way too. I used to be like, oh my gosh, maybe he's nervous. Maybe he wants me to make the first move. Maybe he's just like really, really busy and he just hasn't had the time to text me in 2 weeks. No, and no. He has the time. He just doesn't want to. Everybody has time. He just does not want to. I don't care what the reason is that he's not texting you because the reason simply does not matter. Truth of the matter is, for whatever reason, he's not 100% sure about you. And if a guy is not 100% sure about you, I cannot think of one good reason why you should stay to convince this guy that you're worthy of his time. The funniest thing of it all, if you stay to try to convince this guy that you're worthy of his time, and then eventually he sees your value and eventually he's like, oh, I didn't even see what was in front of me. You did not win at the end of the day. He won. He got the girl that's willing to be patient, fight for him, see the value in him. And you got the guy that you had to convince for 6 months that you were worthy of a text back. Do better. You deserve better.
Unreal. This one only wants a woman to stay with a man if the man is showing that he's 100% dedicated to that woman, 100% sure that he knows she's right. Now, let's think about that. Is anybody 100% sure? I mean, if the woman is looking at the man with this ready to just skip to the next vibe, shouldn't the man already be, I mean, just with that vibe, shouldn't he already be maybe 5%, 10% invested? Isn't the vibe self-fulfilling? When I hear this kind of advice, it's basically, just to sum it up, if you want to know what the advice is, it's leave the man. It's skip. And it reminds me very much of female manipulative reproductive suppression, the work of Dr. Danny Sulakowski, because basically, if you listen to what the advice is given in this video, in this TikTok, in this reel, whatever it is, it's basically, if he doesn't do everything perfect and he's not 100% invested, just leave him. And that strategy, you tell me if that's going to work for the woman. You tell me if she's going into the dating market expecting everything to be perfect, the man to be, she used the number 100. If you follow this verbatim, if he's not 100% invested, leave him. And then no, 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 no. So I think I read that if you go on the dating advice subreddit and Reddit and you ask for advice and you describe your whole scenario, whatever the advice is, generally the answer is, for women, leave him. So you can save yourself writing the story about all the details of what's going on, because the advice you're going to get from people is leave him. And that would probably leave a fragmented market where a lot of people are single and there's a lot of short-term relationships, and relationships are starting and ending quickly. And that might even be what we have going on now. This next one is on the same vibe, basically saying if he cancels his plans, then you should probably just leave him. Let's hear the video.
What if they make plans but then cancel multiple times last minute? Honestly, I say on to the next. Because this guy is probably caught up in something else. Doesn't necessarily mean another girl. He could be going through something with his family, friends, whatever it is, he doesn't have time for you. Some people might think this is really dramatic. Say it's not that deep, just had something come up. I'm telling you, if a man is already too busy to take you on a date, it's probably not what you want. It's just giving flaky. If a guy really, really wants to see you, gonna make the plans, stick to that plan, make sure nothing comes in the way of that. Let me know what you think. I'm curious. Bye.
Absolutely hysterical to hear this. If a woman listens to the advice given in this video, she'd basically leave all successful men, because if he's planning dates, he's taking the woman on the date and he's paying for the date. He did not spend his day putting on makeup and making TikToks talking his stream of consciousness into his phone. He probably is running a business or working a job where there's a good income, which means there's a lot of responsibility, which means a lot of work, and that's a lot of energy. And I would expect a man like that at the end of the day to be tired, and that if he goes on a date with a woman, he's definitely putting in energy, and that is to be respected. So if he cancels or he moves the date and the woman decides, oh, he's not invested, or like that other video, he's not 100%, he's too busy, it's not what I want. Well, do you want to find a guy who's just available all the time? Is that attractive to women? Because if it is, there's plenty of guys like that. This next video is hysterical. The woman lists every red flag and then she waves her hand and she says, next. And I would just say, you got to be careful about what energy you put out in the world, because it's probably the energy that you will receive. Let's check out the video.
If he doesn't call or text the day after you've had a first date with him, next. If he asks you to split the bill on date night, next. If he says he has to cancel a date because he's busy, but he doesn't immediately reschedule, obviously next. If he tells you he's not looking for anything serious right now, but he really likes you and he would love to date you, next. If he doesn't offer to get you home safely after a date, next. If he complains to you about dating and that it's so difficult nowadays to find a good woman because all women are just after a man's money, next. If he gets angry with you because you didn't reply to his text message immediately, next. If you've planned a trip together and he's not offering to pay your part of the trip, next. If he complains to you about his ex-girlfriends or ex-wives, obviously next.
I love the vibe. I love how she's so serious. These are such important things that you need to know, and that you need to hold your ground and next and move to the next guy, because when you open up the apps, there's going to be hundreds and hundreds of guys, so you can stay in this loop forever. I think that the idea of just disposing of everything, if he doesn't get you home safely, if he doesn't pay for half of the date, I mean, haven't we been listening to women tell us how strong and independent they are? I mean, aren't we being a little disrespectful by paying for them, because it's sending the vibe that, hey, do I need to pay for you? I mean, we know they want to have the date paid for by the man, but men are getting mixed signals left and right. And so if we don't know how to act at each and every node in the game, like here, the woman is strong and independent and you respect her independence and she doesn't need you to help. But then when it's time to help and pay for the actual date, yes, you have to do it and you have to keep your mouth shut and just do it efficiently. Otherwise, next, I mean, of course, a rational, healthy, stable woman, and there are some out there, is not going to leave a man because he splits the bill. And I think that if a man and a woman are meeting and they're having a date, they're vibing each other out. They're seeing if this potentially could be something to invest in, to move forward with. But the advice I see here is just, in my opinion, it's absolutely horrible. Women saying if the man is not 100% invested, leave him. Is she 100% invested? I mean, if she is, maybe she has a chance to actually say this and for it to matter. But basically, they're giving advice, having the man live up to a standard that they are not even trying or coming near to living. And this last video, it is basically just a list of things, and then if he doesn't do it, don't even have a discussion, just next. And I think this dating advice that is out there is basically the worst dating advice. And I think that there is no solutions, there is no conversations, there is no discussions. I think that if two adults, a man and a woman, come together and they have a discussion and they discuss their expectations, I think they can come to terms with that, and then they can basically see if the other is fulfilling their end of the deal. If he doesn't do this, just next, it's completely ridiculous. It's going to create an unstable society, and that's exactly what you will get if you follow this advice. We're going to stop this video here.